Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sandra and I am interior designer. I also have my own interior design business here in Illinois, and in today's video I'm going to be addressing some FAQs, frequently asked questions, and I know you guys really love these types of videos, so let's just jump right into this. So the first part of this video is going to be targeted more towards general interior design questions, and then towards the end I have some people asking business related questions, so I'll have the timestamps below just so you guys can follow. But yeah, let's just get started. Would you recommend a design-based college that is specific to interior design, and do you think employers look at that specifically? So I don't think that employers look at the type of college that you look at, or they should even judge you on one college that you went to. You can go to one of the best colleges and be the worst designer, or you can go to like the world's smallest design college and be one of the best designers. So employers ultimately look for attitude and experience. I don't think they should judge you on the type of college that you went to, but in my personal preference, I would recommend going to a university or college that is specifically made for interior design, or it has like interior design as like one of its main programs. But there's also some small colleges that have really great interior design programs. I know that for my area there is a college called College of DuPage, and they have a really great interior design program. I know several people that have gone to it, so if you guys are interested in that college, I'll have the link down below. Can you work from home? Yes, that is absolutely possible. Even for me before COVID, when I used to work for these other companies, working from home was an option because I had a company laptop, and I'm sure that nowadays it is absolutely possible for you to work from home since COVID has, all this craziness. So it is possible, but it also depends on the company if they allow it. I think that some companies may not allow it, but I wouldn't see why they wouldn't nowadays. So, is there a lot of workload, and if so, how do you manage it? Okay, yes. So there will be times when you find yourself really stressful, overwhelmed. You're going to be bombarded with all these projects. So when that comes, I would say you need to be really organized on your projects. But ultimately, focus on like the big hard stuff first. So if there's a project that is really tough for you to kind of grasp around, start on it. I know that's not what you want to do. You want to save it towards the end, but honestly, start in it, and that way it gives you time to ask any questions and work through any problems, because towards the end, when you get towards the deadline or something, you can save the easy stuff that you can just whip out like really fast. Create a list. Also create a list on the projects that you need to work on, and set a timer for the time that you're going to be working on the project. So let's say you have 3 projects. I would create a schedule, like you work on project 1 from 8 to 11. So make sure that you are spending some time on each project. That way no project gets left behind. I hope that made sense, but it's ultimately like how you organize things, and you have to make sure that you're working on them every day so that you are making progress. How did I know I wanted to end up in residential? So after so many years in commercial, I was itching for something new. I needed something different, if that makes sense. Like after so long in commercial, you kind of get used to the processes. I was like, all right, I need to do something different. I need to challenge my brain. I need to challenge myself. I need to start fresh. I also wanted to feel and be more creative. In commercial, you could only do so much in creativity, and I also wanted to be a part of like every design phase, because in commercial you're not a part of every step of the project, which I didn't like. That was in my experience. So when I switched to residential, I was literally in every phase of the project, and I loved it. Was the transition from commercial to residential tough? Not gonna lie, it was a little tough. So even though residential and commercial are under the same umbrella, they're both require creativity, they both require kind of like the same skill sets, but they're still very different. They have different processes and procedures. So I think the hardest part for me was changing the way that my brain thinks, because in commercial I felt so robotic. I feel like the work was a little bit robotic. You're trained to do all these technical drawings. You're trained to think functional and safety. You're trained to put all these things on top or ahead of creativity. So creativity was still in this bubble, but it was like a little bit towards the bottom. So when I went to residential, creativity was at the top, and as well as client contact. I did not have a lot of client contact when I was in commercial, and I did not also mess with the budget in commercial. So when I went to residential, it was creativity, it was budgeting, it was client communication, and those were the things that I was not really used to or grasping the concept of all that. So it was a little bit of a adjustment for me, but of course, like over time you get used to the everyday tasks, you get used to talking to clients, you get used to the budgeting, so there's just a little bit of learning curve. It's not scary. You get over that bump. Do I feel interior design is a good career? Absolutely. I love what I do, and when I worked for all these companies, the pay was great, and there's also so much room for you guys to grow. So if you start as a junior designer, you level up to what's it called? Immediate designer, and then a senior designer, and then you can be a project manager. So there's obviously so much room to grow in this field, and you guys are getting paid to be creative. That's just me. Like, you're getting paid to be creative, you're getting paid to use your skills. I really think it's a great career. I mean, that's my personal preference because I love interior design, I love my job, I love everything about it, and that's just what I wanted to do since I was little. How to start learning about interior design. Okay, so there's a lot to learn about interior design, but I'm going to give you guys some basic things that you can start getting used to for this career. First thing is learn about the different styles of interior design. Get yourself acquainted with traditional design, mid-century, Scandinavian. There's a lot of design styles to learn, but you ultimately need to learn the differences and the key things, key elements about each design style. But don't get too much into your head. Don't get too crazy, because there's a lot of mixing and matching in this career, or in this industry. You take a little bit of traditional, you take a little bit of modern, you take a little bit of this and that. So just know the different styles. And the next thing I would say is get used to reading a tape measure and drawing a floor plan. You need to get used to that because there's a lot of that in this career. You're going to be doing a lot of measuring. So grab that tape measure, grab a piece of paper, and start outlining the floor plan of your room. Easy. And then you need to learn and understand color. So what colors work together, and understand how color impacts people. I would say those are like your 3 basic things to get you started on this career path. Is understanding the styles, knowing how to space plan and measure, and knowing how color affects people. Of course, there's still so much more to learn, but I think those are generally what should help you to get started. So now we reached the point in this video where we're going to transition to business questions. So if you're thinking about starting your interior design business, stick around. Do you have advice on naming your interior design business? Did you find any benefits to having it as your name, and when did you know it was the right time to start your business? Alright, advice on naming your business. Something simple and something memorable. It doesn't need to be a long name, so if it's something short and simple and catchy, I would use that. You can use your name. I originally did not want to use my name because I know a lot of people in this industry use their name, but ultimately that's what makes you unique and stand out. So if you have a really cool, unique name, use it. I felt now I feel like my name is too long. My business name is Sandra Jessica Interiors, and although it goes, I don't know, I feel like I could simplify it. So if just name it something simple and memorable and something that people can remember too. You want to make sure that the spelling could be easy for other people. And there's never the right time to start your business. Honestly, you're never going to be ready enough. You're never going to be prepared enough. The time just starts now. You just have to start. The key thing is just start. You can, as long as you have like the main things to start your business, like having a business bank account and having your a business license to start doing business, then you should be fine to just start. You don't feel pressured to have a website. I did not have a website when I first started my business because I wanted to wait until I have photographs of work to put on there. Don't feel like you need business cards right away. That can also be down the line. So honestly, guys, you don't have to be 100% prepared starting your business, or if you feel like you don't have the experience yet, don't wait too long. Set a timeline, set an expiration date. So there's never going to be the right time. The key thing is literally just start, you guys, because you will learn so much along the way. And once you start, your business, you're going to be tweaking your processes from before you even start your business. So yeah, honestly, that is just the thing to start. Did you know you wanted to work for yourself, and did you find it useful working for others? I did know that I wanted to work for myself, so that was always in the back of my mind, and I did honestly 100,000% find it so useful working for other companies. Even though you don't want to work for other people, I would say just try it, because there is so much that you can learn from working for other people. You learn about the processes, you learn about the business side, you learn from mistakes that you have made, you learn what not to do, you learn what you should do. Honestly, it would only benefit you when you start your business, so keep that in mind. What legal things do you need to start your own interior design business? Alright, so I'm going to say 4 simple things that you need to do to start your business legally. First thing is you need to register your business to your state. And then you need to apply for an EIN. An EIN is basically a social security for your business. Then you need to obtain any licenses or permits that you need. So if you're going to be doing some reselling, you need your reselling permit. And it's really easy to do that. You just fill out a form, you send it, and then they give you the license. And then the 4th thing is open a bank account. So it's really simple. You can either go to a lawyer for that, or you can do it yourselves. And I'm going to look for some links for you guys if you're looking to start your business and do it by yourself and you don't want to pay a lawyer. I'll try to have that link down below in the description box. Did I ever miss working for a firm? So yes and no. I do miss the collaboration part, working with other people, being in a group setting with other people, and socializing with coworkers. So I do miss that aspect. As far as everything else, I don't miss it. And the last question is, what is the most rewarding part of owning my business? I honestly would say the rewarding part is knowing and, well, making clients happy, and them being so happy with this design that I created. Honestly, that is the most rewarding part, is knowing that they are happy because I did it. It was all my hard work. Or if I work with a team, it's so rewarding because everyone put in effort to make this happen. Like if I work with my design assistant, or if I work with the handyman, and we collaborate together to make this beautiful space happen. Honestly, that is the most rewarding part, is collaborating and making the clients ultimately happy. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other questions about this industry or about this career path, or something that you have been dying to know, put it down in the comments below, and I'll probably make another FAQ video. I'll try to do one maybe like once a month, or you can also DM me on Instagram. My IG is Sandra Jessica Chavez. And yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this video and found it useful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you on next week's video. Peace.